Hi everyone, welcome back to Simply Vegetarian. Today I am making an Italian dessert in the most unconventional way. I experimented on orange chocolate tiramisu with no bake, no egg and no alcohol in it, yet super yummy. Plus, if you have all the ingredients ready with you, you just need to follow 3 simple steps, cream your cheese, assemble it and set it in the fridge. So give it a try. You'll probably fall in love with it forever. So let's begin. Have a look at the ingredients. You require 1 fresh orange juice for jest, then 2 tablespoons of fresh orange juice concentrate, 50 grams of milk chocolate chopped nicely, or you can take dark chocolate here, 30 grams granulated sugar or caster sugar. Here I have taken 4 tablespoons coffee, 300 ml of boiled water, 200 ml of thick cream, or you can use thick whipping cream, 200 grams of cream cheese which is rennet free, 100 grams of sour cream, 60 grams icing sugar, some cocoa powder for dusting, some good quality milk rusk, and orange food color which is optional. Now first I'll prepare the coffee. Pour boiled water in a bowl, then add granulated sugar and coffee together. Dissolve them and keep aside to cool completely. Here I have taken some hot water in a pan to melt the chocolate. This process is called a double boiler method. Keep the chocolate bowl upon the hot water for 2 to 3 minutes so that they start melting. Stir the chocolate until all lumps get dissolved, then keep aside to cool. Next step is I'll trim the rusks. Just divide them and keep ready for later use. Usually ladyfinger biscuits are used in traditional tiramisu, also known as Savoiardi in Italian. But here I am going the unconventional way, so give it a try. It will taste good. Now begins the actual recipe. I'll whip this cream with a hand mixer on medium-high. Mix until it's slightly doubled in volume. This takes around 4 minutes. Now at this point, sift and add icing sugar directly and remove excess lumps. And start beating them on low until well combined. And now don't forget to scrape the sides with a spatula in between. Then beat on high for 1 minute. Total 5 minutes required to beat the cream, and keep aside. Next comes mixing cream cheese and sour cream until all mixed together. Just a tip here, in traditional tiramisu, mascarpone cheese is used to give that light and fluffy texture, but I substituted here with cream cheese and sour cream. Again, if sour cream is not available at your place, then instead of 200 grams, get 300 grams of cream cheese and add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar or lemon juice to give that acidic taste. I have kept the cream in room temperature. Now adding orange juice concentrate, 2 tablespoonfuls. This orange juice concentrate is homemade. You'll find the recipe of this juice in the link given below in the description box. Now mix thoroughly in low speed. At first they'll look sort of pale in color and light and fluffy. Now it's time to pour the heavy cream in this cheese mixture. And just fold them gently. I'll divide this mixture into two, one for chocolate and the other for orange. Take the melted chocolate and transfer around 200 grams of this cheese mixture into it and combine them well. Heat for another 30 seconds. Then here I'll add the zest of one whole orange to capture the oil and flavor. The blend of orange and chocolate has always given a great taste. It simply makes the best combination, chocolate orange. Now beat until all mixed and light and fluffy. As for the other one, I'll add a pinch of orange color with a toothpick. Fold and combine well. Now time to assemble, placing an aluminum foil to cover my 6-inch round cake tin, which has a removable base, lined with a parchment paper. Here you can use any kind of flat container. It could be a glassware or a square cake tin, round solid cake tin instead of this kind. That's your choice of how would you like to present a tiramisu. Now comes the best part. Dip the rusk in the coffee we had prepared and start lining up at the base. Dip them quickly and place it. And fill in the gaps where necessary. Don't leave huge gaps in between. Now dust some cocoa powder over it. This will enhance the taste as well as absorb extra moist. Now first cover with a nice layer of chocolate orange mousse over it. You can spread it with a spoon easily. Fill in the gaps at the sides below. Now in goes the second layer of biscuits. Dip them in the coffee for just a second, else will end up being too soggy and mess the cream below. Don't make it too soggy. Again, dust the cocoa powder. Now here goes the final layer of the orange cream. Fill it to the brim, as this is just a 6 by 5 inch tin, so I want to fill it up to the brim. If your container is bigger, then you can calculate that. Now I have made these paper shaped hearts. I want to decorate the top with heart shapes because it's still February, a month of Valentine. I think exactly 7 hearts will fit in this perfectly. And finally dust cocoa powder again, a thick layer. Or you can leave that heart and just cover with the cocoa powder or any decoration you'd like. The trick here is to get that heart shape. Carefully remove the papers with the help of a toothpick, slowly. And now we need to clean the edges. I'll cover this and let it sit in the fridge for minimum 4 hours, or you can keep it overnight. So here's our decadently rich orange chocolate tiramisu ready to open. Just remove the foil. Now carefully slide a knife all around the sides to loosen up a bit. By placing upon this glass, I'll slowly demold this tiramisu from the tin. Just be careful at this point. Then place it on a flat surface. Well, just can't wait to taste this deliciously rich orange chocolate tiramisu, which is eggless, free of any wine or brandy, and not baked at all. So it's very easy. If you have the ingredients ready, we'll just take 10 to 15 minutes to assemble, and yes, to set. This requires maximum time. But no worries, you can always prepare a day ahead, or if you prepare in the morning, then set it in the fridge for minimum 2 hours to 4 hours. Then it's almost ready to be served. Serve chilled. So here goes our tiramisu. Enjoy, like and subscribe. Simply Vegetarian. And see you again in my next recipe.